y'all. This is James Gerald for vlog 4 of Beatrice and Virgil by Yan Martel. And question 1, it says discuss what component of this reading section stood out the most to you and why. On page 126, it talks about Virgil's anxiety and why it happens, and it says he's always anxious because he's a howler monkey in a world that doesn't want howler monkeys. Well, I'm sure at some point in each of our lives we've felt like this, not wanted by anyone, or just feeling left out and isolated, or maybe just a feeling of anxiety and always living in a constant state of fear. And something bad is going to happen. People overthink things and upset themselves, but Virgil is literally living in a world where he's not wanted by anyone except for Beatrice. I relate to that because I wasn't always emotionally stable in high school. There's a lot going on at that time, and I have a brother that was going off to college, and I was just starting high school, so my anxiety was sky high, like rooftop levels, emotionally unstable, couldn't even go to class, everything like that. But that's just a part of life. We have to adapt to it and move on. And just like Virgil does, he finds something worth living for, and that is Beatrice. I mean, yeah, it's tough in that aspect that the book describes it, because he's literally living in a world where nobody wants him to be there. And then for question 2, it says discuss what one sewing kit item that Virgil and Beatrice explained in the play that upset you most and why. I chose the black cat. The black cat, to me, how I interpret it was, it has to be the darkness and evil in our lives that no one wants to talk about and fear that something bad will happen when they bring it back up, or depress themselves even more and get that constant state of fear back in their minds. And on page 137, it says, to talk about so that we might live with, I presume that's why we want to do this. Yes, to remember, and yet to go on living. To know, and yet to be happy, or at least content, productive. I interpret that as, if you talk about it, it's going to get better. That's what the book says. You're going to live with it, you're going to be alright, you just forgive and forget, you move forward with it. And for number 3, pick an item on the sewing kit list that was not explained by Beatrice or Virgil. And it says right here, the one that I picked was a prayer. And why would Henry pick a prayer? Earlier in the story it talked about him being an atheist and all that. So why would he include a prayer in the sewing kit for Beatrice and Virgil? Is it because they were going to pray to the devil to just go ahead and kill them, get rid of both of them, get rid of every bad thing that possible that has happened or will happen to them? Or was it a prayer to God to save them from the horrors that they'd already faced and try to move forward with their lives and just get on with it? And to me, I don't really know which one it would be. So I was going to go off with the atheist thing. If they were praying to the devil to go ahead and just kill them, would they do it to each other? Would they just commit suicide together? Or it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet type deal. Would they just go ahead, both of them die, end everything, end all the suffering? Something we may never find out, but that's all I got today. Thank y'all.